it's raining right now and it's the coziest time to read the book, but I'm filming and hopefully you can hear me. So I'm back after months, I think 3 or 4 months. But yeah, these are the books that I gave myself last October because it was my birth month and I couldn't resist myself from giving myself these books because I deserve them. Right? So first off, I got these two books from the 10-10 sale. So this is the Metamorphosis. I read this sorry when I was in high school, so I forgot most of what happened. So I'm excited to read this as an adult. And then this one is not a fiction book, but a vocabulary builder just because I want to be well spoken. I want to be able to really tell people what I mean and not like run out of words. So I need to know a lot more words. So yeah. And then I got four books online. This is Perfection, which is a translated book, and I think this is about a digital nomad couple living in Germany, and I think this is about their dream life, but it's not really like that. Um, so I'm interested in this one because I think they are web designers. They are freelance web designers. I'm also a freelancer but not a web designer. So I'm just like excited to read a book that's like very close to what I do in my life. And then this is Catalin Street by Magda Sabo. So I got this recommendation from Melissa, and everything that she reads, everything that she likes, I'm just like I need to read that too. So I think this one is another translated book and about World War II fiction. I used to read a lot of World War II historical fiction as a teenager, so I'm also excited for this one. And also, you'll notice that with a lot of these books, I don't really know much about them, so I'm sorry about that. It's not the book's fault, it's me, just because I don't really like knowing too much about the story, about the book before reading it. And then this one is Notes of a Crocodile, another translated fiction. This one is based in Taiwan. The story is based in Taiwan. So this is my first time reading a book that's based in Taiwan. So how many times did I say based in Taiwan? I think this is considered a classic queer literature in Taiwan. So yeah, another book I'm excited for. And this one, I think it's been months since I've been wanting to get my hands on the physical copy of this book just because this is one of my favorite book covers. This is The Colony. And I think for this one, we follow this girl who's like, I think she's burned out in her work. I'm not sure about that part, but she moves into the woods and then like a cabin in the woods thing, and then she notices something weird. So yeah, I think this one's gonna be good. Then mid October, I went to Vietnam. Every time I go to Ho Chi Minh City, which is the third time last October, last month, I never skip Book Street because I love it there. And this time I got three books. So the first two times I went there, I only got one book each. But this time, because I was trying to spend all my cash, I got three books. I finally have a copy of the Testament. So I really love The Handmaid's Tale. I read that this year. It was one of my best books this year. So I really need to get a copy of this. I have been searching for this one since finishing the first book in August. So who would have thought that I would find the second book in Vietnam? And then this one, I finished this one and I really like it. This is The Eyes Are the Best Part. It's so good. I highly recommend this one. So this is about a Korean American girl and her parents separated, going into divorce, and her mom is having a new relationship with a white man. So I won't go too much again, just because I also didn't know much about this book before reading it, and I end up really liking it, loving it. Yeah, and look at that cover, and also This one at the back. So good. And then finally, I finally got myself a book that is based in Vietnam because I really try to buy every country that I go to, I really try to buy a book that is like based on that country. It's really hard for me to find translated books, but this time I found this. This is Saigon Love Stories, which I think is an anthology of love stories based in Saigon, obviously. So I'm so excited to read this one and see like a new perspective into a city that I keep coming back to. And then, because like I said, it was my birth month, so I got 20% off from Fully Book. I got three books. So, first, I got The Picture of Dorian Gray, which is what I'm currently reading. I already have a copy of this one, but I think I must have unhauled it at some point because I could no longer find it. So I had to buy another one, but this one is a much prettier copy. I'm really liking this one. No one told me it would be so funny. I'm really liking this one. I find myself laughing at some of the things they're saying and just the situations they're in. I've recently been reading more classic books and no one told me they are so funny. Then I got The Stoner. So I'm really excited for this one just because I see this getting really popular on social media. I don't know much about this one except that I think it tells the story of this man here and it's just like his life story. Like maybe from birth until he dies. So but I think Jack Edwards said that if you love books, if you love stories, you must read this one. So excited to read this. I'm having a body read next month with my friend. And then just because these two books are like the main characters are men, I told myself I need to have a female main character. So I bought Mrs. Dalloway by Virginia Woolf. I also really like this cover, and yeah, I think we started this in our critical reading course in Oxford Lifelong Learning. I think we read just like the very beginning, and I like that. So I was like, why haven't I read this? So it's like I'm making up so much time for not reading classics when I was young because when I was young, it was a bit harder for me to like understand it, just because English is not my native language, and so I refused to read classics. Even though when I was studying as an English teacher, I would only read like the basics, like the ones that I need to read for the classes. And now that I'm older, and I think I also appreciate them much more just because I think when I was younger, I was like, read more books, just read the ones that are easier for me to understand so that I can read more. But now there's like a certain beauty as well. Well, not beauty. There's this like certain something as well with reading classic books that you really have to make time for them sometimes to understand them. So I appreciate that now, especially as I'm really trying to like decrease my screen time. And then we went to Baguio to celebrate my birthday. And I finally went to Mount Cloud Bookshop, which was so lovely. I couldn't wait. I can't wait to go back. So I got three books. First one is Candida's Apocalypse. I was searching for this in MIBF, but it was sold out. So I'm so happy that I found a copy at Mount Cloud Bookshop. And then other one is Bone Talk. I think this one is set in the Cordillera region. So, like I said earlier, I really try to find a book that is set into whatever place that I'm traveling to, and this one, it is. I think it's also about colonialism. So excited to read this one. I was seeing this book everywhere on social media as well. This is the Kim, which is essays on Filipino food. So I'm excited for this one. I really hope to read more non-fiction next year. Then we went to book sale at SM Baguio and I got myself They Similar. I really like the cover. And the book sale near my place has been closed for I don't know a couple of years now. So I'm just sad that I don't have a second hand bookstore near me anymore. So I'm happy that I found this at book sale in SM Baguio. So those are the books. I think there are about 15 or 16 books that I bought for myself. I give myself. So if you've read any of these books, let me know which one I should prioritize aside from the ones that I've already read or I'm already reading. I think I think I really I think this is my priority since I will be reading this next month with my friend. But also I'm so excited for this one. And then I started Perfection, but it was giving me sad vibes, so I paused it. But I think I'm ready to jump back in. Also, this one because it's quite short, and also I think this is really good. Yeah, that's it.